All right, okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to show you how to use MyFitnessPal. The reason we want to use this is because it helps you uh, record the food that you eat on a daily basis. Um, Now it can be a little bit tricky as you first try and get used to it, but once you get used to it, it's pretty simple from there. The first thing that you'll have to do is actually download the application. It's available on both iPhone and Android. So once you download the application, oh, it's free as well. I forgot to mention that. Um, I do apologize if you hear my dog crying. She wants attention right now. Um, so once you get the application, you'll have to sign up and enter your details such as age, height, weight, and then it will give you your uh, calorie needs. Oops. As you can see on the top right, sorry, pressing all buttons where it says 2,546. That is my daily amount of calories that I need. Um, and then it also tells you, sorry, that 2,500 is how many I have remaining. Because you can see that I've done 116 calories I've burnt off in exercise this morning, walking the dog. But just ignore that for now. So all I want you to do is once you set up your MyFitnessPal, I just want you to get used to it for maybe just the next few days. Let's say the next 7 days. So the first thing that you want to do, account is set up. You need to understand how to use the application itself. If you use it on Android, it'll look slightly different to this. I have the iPhone application, um, so it does look slightly different, but pretty much the same. So the first thing that you're going to do is see the big plus button at the bottom. I need you to first of all press that. Okay, so then what happens is you get these um, different options basically. So you've got status, water, food, exercise, and weight. That's from left to right. And the main one you're going to focus on is food. Just ignore exercise. Water you can use if you want. Status again if you want. Weight you can also use it to obviously record your weight. So first thing I want you to do is go to the food. Press that for me and then it'll come up with select a meal. So you've got breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to input my breakfast so I can show you how to use it. So I'll first of all select breakfast. Okay, so then it gives you recent meals that you've used before. So once you type it in, it's easily found if you've recently eaten it. You also get at the top search for food. So you can press on there and you can type in any type of food that you want and then it will find it for you. Okay. You also have the barcode. So if you have a barcode, you can press that. It'll show up. You're just going to see my keyboard. But if you have the barcode, you can ping it underneath there. I should have got one, but oh well. So then you just press back if you don't need that. So I'm going to use the search initially. What I'm going to do is I'm going to input what I had. So I basically made a banana and egg protein pancake this morning. I made it at home. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to type in egg. Okay, so you've got like 1,000 different options here. Ideally, when you're looking through the options, look for the ones with the green ticks. See the ones that don't have green ticks. These are what we call user inputted into the database. So basically, someone like you and me has inputted them. And someone else is able to search for that. So all I'm going to do is go back to the top. I'm going to use the top green one where it says egg, and then it says also 1 large and 72 calories at the very, very top. I'm going to press that, and then it'll give me this screen. Okay, so it'll give me basically what it is at the top, just below add food. Then on the top left, it's got 72 calories. That's for 1 large egg. Then it's got the carbs, fat, and protein content in it with a nice little graph next to it. Then serving size, which has 1 large, number of servings 1, And then you've got the percentage of daily goals if you want to go premium, and then just some info about calories, fat, cholesterol, sodium, basically what's inside of the egg. But don't worry too much about that for now. So what you're going to do is, you've got the serving size. If you press that, it'll change, and you can change the size of the egg, or you can go to grams, pounds, ounces, teaspoons, whatever you want. For me, it was a large egg that I used, so I'm going to keep it the same and press tick. But I actually had 2 eggs, so I go to number of servings, I press on there, and I'm going to change that for a 2. So now you can see that the calories have changed. The amount of carbs, fats, and proteins have also changed. I'm just going to press tick. If I go back to number of servings, you can also use fractions or decimals. So you can have 2 servings this way, or 2.5, however you want to do it. Decimals, I just use decimals, it's easier. So yeah, I had 2 eggs with that. Okay, so then I pressed tick. Then it showed up on there, and it's giving me a nice little tip that this food is high in protein. So you can see now that I have added the egg to my breakfast, that's minus 143 calories from my goal target, which is 2,430. But because of the exercise, I'm still allowed 2,400. But again, ignore the exercise. And once you hit your goal on the left, top left, do not go any more. Okay, so I'm just going to add the banana now. Do the exact same way. Okay, let's go. Banana's raw because it was raw. Okay, so yeah, sorry, I was pressing the serving size. It was actually a pretty long banana, so I pressed 1 large. Number of servings 1. Yep, perfect. Add. Okay. I'm going to add again. Now the protein powder. The protein powder I had was Optimum Nutrition, which I have entered before. So you can see on the recent, I have the Optimum Nutrition protein powder. So this is just a protein powder that I take sometimes. And mine was the double rich chocolate, which is the very top one that I use. So I'll press that again, and it gives you the same screen. Number of servings, yeah, 1 rounded scoop. Yeah, that's pretty much what I did. Just one of those for the servings, and tick. Okay, so that's the main ingredients for the oats. Sorry, I forgot oats. So let me type in oats. Okay, I have used them before, but I'll do it on here. So let's select the green tick one. I'm going to change the serving size because I didn't measure it via cups. I measured it via grams. So you've got, I could either do this by 100 grams or 1 milligram. Oh, no, I'll go 100 grams, sorry. Okay, so it wasn't 100 grams that I used. It was 25 grams of oats. So I put 0.25 for the decimal, and tick and tick. Yep, so now it's added 481 calories. Okay, I did, to make the pancake, I used olive oil to fry it because it was the only thing I had to fry with, so I'll also add that. Olive oil, again, I've used it before. I'm just going to use this one because I got it from Google, and actually it was the same, 15 grams. You can see on the number of servings it's 15, so I don't need to change. Add. Okay, so now I know that my breakfast was 614 calories, so quite a lot, but I don't really tend to eat a lot through the day, and I've got quite a lot of calories to run through. I'll be working out later, so I'm sure I'll burn some of that off anyway. So then all you do is you just do that for lunch, lunch and dinner, and any snacks that you eat through the day. You can also see at the bottom that it's come up with the exercise of me walking with the dog. For that, to measure that, I used Map My Run, which is another application also from the company MyFitnessPal. You can also add water if you want. So I know for a fact I've already had 1 liter and it has 1,000 milliliters right there, so I can either type in 1,000, or if I want, I can press on there. You can also change the unit if you prefer cups, milliliters, fluid ounces, whatever one you prefer. Always milliliters, so I'll keep it that way. So I've had a liter and I'll add that to it as well. So that's all I want you to focus on for now. You've got a lot of different options to do on MyFitnessPal. You can even check out nutrition and stuff. But all I want you to do is get used to adding into MyFitnessPal itself for now. But a nice little tip I just want to run through is if you press the more on the bottom right, the 3 dots, press there. Android, I know for a fact, is slightly different. I think it's a 3-line bar at the top, and then a menu slides open, and then you press. That gives you the same option. Sorry. Okay, so then what I want you to do is from the menu look for reminders, which is just here, and press it. And then you can see you can set different reminders. So for me, I have my weight to be recorded weekly on Mondays at 7:34. It's a good idea to do it. Sorry, the dog is like squeaking a toy. It's a good idea to do it on a weekly basis at the same day and the same time, because obviously your weight can fluctuate. But I'll show you another application that can help you with that as well. So if you do have a scale handy, you can always do it at home. But for the food, what I'm going to do is add a reminder. So press the plus in the top right, and then you can add a reminder for food. So where it says weight, you just press on that, and it'll change to breakfast, lunch, dinner, any item, whatever you want. So let's say breakfast. I want to remind it as I'm eating my breakfast, which for me is about 8 in the morning. So I'll press that. Same here, I'll tick. So then it's giving me 1 reminder. I would always set 2 for each one. 1 when you normally eat it, and 1 about an hour afterwards, or half an hour afterwards. So I'll do the same. Sorry about the squeaking. And then just repeat for each meal that you eat, and so on and so forth, so that you end up with these reminders. And make sure that you change the notifications so that they are allowed. You can see on the top of my screen that they are disabled for MyFitnessPal, because I generally, to be honest, I've not really used it lately, but usually I would be okay, and usually enter it. But I'll show you. You press settings at the top. Okay, and then it comes on to this screen, notifications, allow notifications, and there you go. And go back to MyFitnessPal. Okay, so that's all I need to do for now. Also record your weight. So if you want to, if you want to do that, press plus, weight. You can have progress photos as well. Definitely recommend doing progress photos. It'll show you a lot more than weight will, because obviously weight can change on a daily basis. It can fluctuate on an hourly basis as well. So just press OK, got it. My last weight was 70 kilos, and it wasn't then, it was actually May. So that was about the 15th, was the last time that I measured it. And if I want, I can add a progress photo. Again, that's just my laptop screen. But yeah, definitely do a progress photo and record your weight if you can. Then once you record it, it'll show you a nice graph. I don't use MyFitnessPal to measure the weight. I use a different application, but just use MyFitnessPal for that for now. I'll give you an alternative one for your weight fluctuations. Alright, if you do have any questions on this, just drop me a question in the group, and good luck with MyFitnessPal.